Hey YouTube, Hooded Dan is back just to give the people what they want, and we are here with a viewer submitted team, Hero Ice 18, who had the Annihilape. So I said, in yesterday's video, you saw in the morning Feraligatr and Skeledirge, and I said if you have Annihilape, please send me it, and Hero Ice sent me Annihilape, so appreciate that. Florges and Excadrill. So again, when there's only like 13 Pokemon in this meta, like all 13 are strong, right? I already kind of went over Florga is just great for the dragons, great for Gyarados, and just in neutral situations, it's good. And then Excadrill is great for your steals, where, and Florga is going to struggle with Metagross and Excadrill and steals. So having Excadrill as an answer for that is good. And then Annihilape kind of fits the bill for everything, right? That's what makes Annihilape so strong. Like you can deal with the steals. Obviously, Fairy is your biggest weakness because of your fighting, but like even against dragons, you can get Shadow Balls off and stuff like that. So it makes it just a strong Pokemon. So let's take a look at it in the Master League because it's already dominating Great League and Ultra League. So might as well see if it dominates Master League too. So terrible lead. Where is your safe swap? Your safe swap is Annihilape. So they instant swap into Shadow Gardevoir. What are you gonna do? You will get off a move. It is I assumed it was Night Slash, but I should not make that assumption. It is Ice Punch. So we will change that right now. It is Ice Punch. Managed to get the Ice Punch off and now able to get off the Shadow Ball. So grab the shield and flip switch against a Charmer, right? There you go. There's your friggin' best fighter in the Great League and probably Ultra League in action. What is now, I guess, the best fighter in Ultra League because that's a thing. Okay, so decent. I mean, it's just a neutral lead. Just a neutral lead. Gonna just stay in because as you should, right? In any sort of neutral lead. Shadow Snorlax always makes it a little trickier because he's body slam. Oh, no, you got to go double body slam there. The thing, body slam, stab is such a good move for how fast and the damage per energy. Like you need to just throw that body slam if you're the there's no point of going Earthquake there. So yeah, if you're the Snorlax, just go body slam. They did grab a shield back. What did you throw here? No point of throwing. I was gonna say there's no point of throwing Moonblast. I think a Disarming Voice probably would have taken it out from that range. You do get to Disarming Voice anyway, so that's nice to get it off on the Garchomp. This will grab a shield probably. Yeah. And where do you go? You have to go Annihilape, yeah, because you can't. It's a mud shot. It's a mud shot Garchomp, so you don't want to take it on the Excadrill. Earth Power does 50%, right? And you have the Ice Punch for the Dragon. CMP, yeah, you got a shield. That would take you out. So get the Ice Punch off, which will be double super effective, Ground and Dragon. So this is gonna one shot from. Oh, not quite. But counter down, so that's nice. And then what do they have in the back? They have another Dragon. So get that Ice Punch off. I may instant swap here after you get this off, just because you don't want to get like farmed down unnecessarily. Yep, perfect. Has Aqua Tail, so this will chip to probably 50%. Yeah, that's the problem with Excadrill. It's very glassy, but it should hit pretty hard. Gooch is pretty tanky though, so I'm not sure if this even takes out. No, it doesn't. They may get to another Aqua Tail, but then you can probably counter down before they Dragon Breath down, is my guess. So this will take out, and then it's counter versus Dragon Breath, and you should counter because you have a bit more health. It's fun when you can see the end game here. So great lead. They are not getting out. I guess Frenzy plants are still going to do like 50% on you here. So there's your 50% Frenzy plant, and then they swap into Walrein. This is an interesting team. Holy smokes. Okay. Chestnut Walrein combo so far. Very unique. Get the Earthquake off, and that's, again, Walrein's not going to do much in this league. Just going Shadow Ball. There's so many other good ice in this. There's Mamoswine. There's Avalugg. Like, there's no point of using a Walrein. But a Walrein Chestnut team is already showing sort of weirdness. Getting the Ice Punch off. They'll get a Frenzy to take you out, which I think you just let it go at this point. Get your Florges back on it. and then we'll see what's in the back. Is an extra drill. So nice catch. Now, what do you do here? Just instant swap. Looks like you have, well, way more higher CP than they, not way more higher, but like 30 something higher CP. So it looks like you're probably going to win CMP in every situation here. Because it's like that yours is just a higher level or a hundo and theirs is not. So you got it. They caught, which means they are not ahead on energy, which means you will win it here. Maybe they can catch because you had a charge move from Florges. You're going to have 2 moves each here. So they have the potential for a catch coming up here. They guarantee you have a potential for a catch. But now you're in a really tricky situation where, yeah, this is a no-win situation for you. And I don't blame you for throwing. But it's a very easy catch for them. Your switch timer was almost up. You're at the same energy level as each other with a move that'll one-shot. You've established that you've won CMP. So you need to throw right away because if you go one extra, they're going to win. But they know that you have to throw right away, so it's an easy catch into a grass Pokemon. So not a ton you can do there. Very easy read by your opponent. But there's not much you can do there. But a move coming out would take you out. So they have to throw right away too, which means that you will now win CMP here, or actually just one shot down. So yeah, that played out exactly how it should. I think good plays by both. You had Dragonite and then coming Gyarados. This is an interesting one. Yeah, I think you definitely keep Switch here. I think staying in is right. I think Moonblast and then getting off a Disarming Voice to take out the rest of this and come out with a little bit of energy here. Or I would have tried to come out with a little bit more energy. Because now you're in the red and then you're going to take this out, but without any energy. It's just going to make this kind of a tricky situation. Now in a mirror match, and they can just Disarming Voice you out. Yeah, so you have to kind of throw, or else they can just take you out before you get a move off. So they may get a little more energy. Ooh, going for the aggressive farm down. Now you got the extra drill. So Annihilape is kind of useless. Flyer, Fairy. So Annihilape is not going to have anything to do here. Oh, no! I get it. I get that they have a Florges and their best answer is coming into a Dragonite. Having played that Dragonite Extra Drill matchup before, that Dragon Breath really adds up on Extra Drill. So they were way, way closer to being in this than they knew. So you got kind of lucky. You got really lucky there that they left, because I think that could have been way, way closer than that showed to be. Okay. So, I have showcased this Pokemon. It's a very tricky Pokemon because these Icy Winds come pretty quick. There's an Annihilape which is doing double super effective, and they probably have an answer. Yeah, that's not surprising that they have an answer, because Avalugg is double weak to counter, so they probably have an answer to a counter user. And it is a Bug that knows Shadow Claw and Aerial Ace. So that is a great answer to an Annihilape. You get the Shadow Ball off. They will just be able to outpace you to this Aerial Ace. Yeah, take you out. So I think you have to let it go and just come Florges back in. Yeah. Couple extras. Yeah, that's fine. They'll get back the Avalugg. But again, Avalugg doesn't get... It's not like Avalugg resists any of these moves. They may shield this Moonblast. Yeah. Does get the lower the attack, which is nice. But I expect they were just going to shield the first one up just so they get this Icy Wind off. Now you got a decision to make. If they Icy Wind you again, I would bank this energy and go into Extra Drill. Yeah, there's no point of dumping 2 times lowered, and it's in their own Annihilape. So, I mean, you should be able to, no, Shadow Ball will take you out from this range. Hope they don't throw the Shadow Ball, because if they just throw the Ice Punch, you have a chance to get a move off. Yeah, or Night Slash, you'll get a Drill run off. That's kind of the best case scenario, because now you're going to either put this as super low or grab a shield, and both are good scenarios. And now you can get, now you got a Now you have to shield. But I guess you need to like take it out with Fairy Wind here. Sorry, Disarming Voice, and then need a Moonblast to one-shot what's left over here. Which I don't think this Moonblast will one-shot an Avalugg from like 70% health. No. And they should be able to just Powder Snow down. Yeah. Yeah, that was tricky. There's not a ton you can do there. Skeledirge. Yeah, talk about a core breaker. I guess you kind of have to stay in. This is a tricky one. Like, what do you do in this scenario? Get it. Yeah. There's, jeez. Okay. There's a lot of options. I don't know if what you did was one of them. Let's see how the rest of this plays out. Because they could probably live this and just counter down and come out with still shield advantage if they want. Or they can shield and come out with energy advantage here. That's fine. You have two options, whatever you want to do. They'll get to a Shadow Ball here. And probably close to like an Ice Punch right after if they have Ice Punch. Or close to another Shadow Ball. Yeah, you needed to throw that energy. There's a lot going on here that I don't like. And they make a nice catch on Togekiss. At least you have a steal to answer this. Oh no, you already burned your shield. So this game's over. Okay, this game's beyond over. Let's think here. Skeledirge is a core breaker. Resisting all the fairy moves. Resisting the counter. Hitting super effective against steel. Now, I think you're screwed either way. Because I think you're just hard countered. Right? They had a fire on your Florges. They could align the Togekiss on your Annihilape, and they could align the Annihilape on your Excadrill. So, like, all in all, there was no play in the ending for you. That was just a hard counter game. However, just because it was a hard counter game doesn't mean that we shouldn't make the right plays. I don't know if staying in and chipping with Moonblast and then letting them have so much energy to throw it at Excadrill, which you need to shield because Excadrill is so glassy, is the play. I think you only have two plays here. I think you either stay in Florges and just try and chip with resisted Moonblast, and then you'll still take it down to like the yellow, and then make a decision whether you want to just like counter it down, which you can't really because it's a ghost, so you have to mud shot down. I think the best play is like just come in instant Excadrill, because maybe they like see the steal and want to get a couple Incinerates off. Like if they're smart, they'll get like one Incinerate off on it and then go to Annihilape anyways. But if they like just like hesitate and get two off, you can get to your drill run and potentially throw the drill run. No, because you'll be you'll lose one turn, so they can get two Incinerates off and then still leave. But I think you maybe have to come extra draw right away. Like again, it's tricky. You're screwed either way. But yeah. Okay. Togekiss against Florges. Yeah, just staying in here. There's no reason to get out here. They're gonna get to a move. Try to catch. Okay. They'll have a flamethrower. So you missed the catch. And now if I'm imagining they have an answer to you. Okay, there's your counter Haxorus. That's the thing. So I'm going to stop it here with this play. That's the only thing I don't love about this play. When you have a Togekiss on the lead, there is no way that this team doesn't have an answer for Excadrill and or Metagross, if not both in the back. So unless you're running like an ABB style team, like my first team with double steal in the back, that you then are going to come in Excadrill no matter what, like coming into this matchup unnecessarily, like just, you know that they're going to have an answer to this. So it just seems like you're giving up what is a neutral matchup lead to come into something that you know you're going to get killed in anyways. So now they're at a move. It could be Night Slash actually. Yeah, which is enough to take out. Florga is going to come in and just take this out right away. That's fine. And now, but you're down shield and back to the Charm versus this matchup. They could shield and just farm down, or they can just take the shield advantage with whatever's in the back. They are going to shield and just farm down. Yeah, now you're screwed here. You kind of have to because you're taking too much. You almost need to commit to the farm down though, is the problem. Yeah, I think your like only win condition is like committing to the farm down and hoping you can throw a Shadow Ball into a matchup here. Yeah, that's pretty much your only potential win con here. They call the bait though, so nice bait call. I don't even know if a Shadow Ball takes out from full health anyways, quite honestly. I think they'll probably be left with like enough, and now they can Ice Punch and take out what's left of your Florges. Because I'm pretty sure they have like almost a Night Slash already. And they just counter down, yeah. Yeah, I don't like giving up that switch there. Again, they had Annihilape too. They had 2 answers for your extra drill, because why wouldn't they? They have a Fairy on the lead. I'm surprised you're not instant swapping to Annihilape. Is Annihilape not the safe swap on this team? Like, we've seen it used as a safe swap earlier. I'm surprised you're staying in this matchup. I know this will chip. This will still do like 40%. Now you get out into it. I feel like you just need to make that switch quicker. Like if you're going to use Annihilape as a safe swap and you have a steal, you have 2 answers for it in the back. Might as well just try and chip it with 1 here and then deal with it. Yeah, this is tricky. I don't mind fighting for switch, but like fighting for switch for what? You do end up grabbing a second shield or taking switch. And both are not bad. And honestly, hopefully you can get to an Ice Punch. You can get to an Ice Punch. I'm assuming they're going to let it go and just try and go extra drill for the sweep. So now, oh, they just lost the game. Because now you come here and then instant swap and now you have energy. You have a shield advantage. You need to... They just lost this matchup as soon as they shielded the Dragonite. There's no reason to shield the Dragonite there. Ooh. I mean, I don't count, so I can't blame you for this mistake. I mean, you will be able to take it out here. Ooh. I don't think a Dragonite can take you out even with any move here. Honestly. They have to go Superpower, and Superpower will still be close. If they go Dragon Claw, it's resisted. Superpower, still close, 1 HP, and they win here. Yeah. I think they blew it, and I think you blew it right back. They blew it by shielding the Dragonite, because there was no reason to shield the Dragonite here. You have to try and sweep with the Exegil when you know that there's the Florges in the front. And then you blew it because you missed up the counts and over-farmed here. Like, you should be throwing this to take it out immediately. But again, as someone who doesn't count, I can't blame you for not counting because I make that mistake constantly. So, yeah, just a couple plays that I would do differently. What the hell do I know? I'm at 2400, right? So, thank you for this mission. It's interesting to see Annihilape. I think you should have... I probably would have leaned on Annihilape as a safe swap a couple more times than you. Like a couple of those matchups where you slayed in with Florges at the beginning. It just seems like you're setting yourself up for like playing from behind. Like if you're going to lose a lead, just like come and Annihilape right away and then try and fight back in the mid game. I think Hooded Dan should be back for a while because I'm still... It's so funny because like I'm still... Okay, one, thank you for the submission. Appreciate that. Even though not many people are watching Match League Premiere, we're going to showcase another Great League team this afternoon. But thanks for the submissions. Any other Great League teams, let me know. Or Match League. Maybe Great League because Great Leagues are getting the views. Match Leagues are not, unfortunately. And then, yeah, Hoodie Dan should be back for a while because it's so weird. I'm fine. Excuse me. It's just my throat. 95% of the day I'm fine. And then 5% of the day I can still really feel it in my chest and throat. So I'm mostly back to normal. I'm still tired. And then again, feel it on my chest a bit when I breathe, and in my throat it just feels like I got like something stuck in my throat. But other than that, I'm mostly fine. Yeah. Anyways, thank you for the submission. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one.